welcome to Multi-Poptural, multimedia, multicultural, and pop culture as fuck. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, as well as SoundCloud at Multi-Poptural. Don't forget the show is rated R for strong, shitty language, as well as some spoilers!
Hey, this is Jerry, a.k.a. J-Don, a.k.a. Don, a.k.a. J-Don Draper, a.k.a. SoCal Kid, a.k.a. Baron Greenback. Wow. And on Instagram, I'm at Jerry U. Musk because I'm a broke-ass Elon Musk.
Pretty cool, huh, Morty? Oh.
I thought it was cool.
I don't give a what you think, Jerry.
I am Jordan Brown, a.k.a. Doodoo Brown, 3879 Fortnite PS4. Come get them dubs, bitch. They also call me Doodoo Brown, or they call me Dirty Deadpool, a.k.a. Mixed Pool. Instagram, check that shit out. It's pretty retarded.
Mentally challenged. Ryan Saber, Captain Cleveland, PUBG, Mr. Sabertooth. Shout out to my PUBG family, Bogey Knights, Chicken, Esco, Unknown Ninja. I am the resident Browns, Cavs, and Indians fan. CLE till I die. Long live the king.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Hey!
Mickey Matt!
My name's Matthew. I'll do the AKAs too. There's Feliciano. Obviously, that's my name.
Yeah.
Right? AKA the Puerto Rican Larry David.
I see that.
Yes.
AKA Reasonable Doubt, track 8. Look it up. Now yous can't leave.
Hey everybody, it's Brian, a.k.a. B. Hearn, a.k.a. the Puerto Rican Poppy, a.k.a. El Nino. Find me on Xbox One, El Nino 29.
No! God, please, no! No!
I probably won't be seeing you on shit because all I do is Netflix.
I was about to say playing no game ever.
Playing no game. Well,
Playing
maybe
no
Call of
game at
Duty.
all.
That's about it. Wu-Tang Nation, of course, Bird Gang in the house. Eagles, baby.
We want to take the opportunity to shout out one of our sponsors, Gate City Growlers. They have 20 taps. They specialize in small North Carolina breweries and specialty craft beers. Working with the little guys since 2015. Guys, please stay local. Take care of the local shops.
All right, man. We'd like to welcome you guys back to Multi-Poptural. We're back here with B. Hearn, Matt, Ryan Saba, myself, Doodoo Brown, and old J-Don in the corner over there.
Yeah.
J Dizzle.
All right, so we're going to... I'd like a topic that I'd like to talk about.
Okay.
I would like a
What
topic.
is it?
At least you caught it. It's good.
Yeah.
All right, so as I finish this beer, one of you guys
Pick
talk
the
about
topic.
your top 3 to 5 shows that you've ever been to. If you've seen a lot, 5. If you've not seen a lot, like your boy Doodoo Brown, I'm going to do 3.
I think a
Chippendales,
good way.
that doesn't count.
I think a good way to do this is we went that way, we went this way. I think that works. So let's start with J. Don Draper over
Okay.
there.
J. Don Draper.
All right, top
Is
5
that his
shows.
last name?
Did you not listen last week? Or
I'm from a region that was in the past called Draper, so that's why I pull it. Because Eden was formed. Eden, okay.
It's a Mad Men reference.
Yes. Eden.
I am Groot.
No, Eden, North Carolina was
Yeah,
formed
Did you
from
just call me
3 separate things called Leaksville, Spray, and Draper. And so I get to pull Draper because I'm technically from there. Anyway,
That is fascinating.
let's go. Top 5 show.
Anytime you ever say the
good
word
way.
fascinating, you're not serious.
No, really, this is fascinating.
No, this is.
I'm
I am fascinated.
Fascinating.
All right, top 5 shows. Do you want to start at the bottom or the top?
I would start.
We'll start at the bottom. Okay, number 5, Marilyn Manson. I went and saw Marilyn Manson. It had to have been 98, 99.
And you did not shoot up a school.
No, I did not.
Believe it or not.
I made it through without shooting up anybody.
Eminem, I hear you.
No, but Marilyn Manson, he toured with Monster Magnet, and it was one of the best shows in a Coliseum I've ever seen in my life.
Always heard me put on a good show.
No, it was a really good show. Let's see, number 4, when I went and saw Weezer over at DPAC. This was a smaller venue, but it was a way more expensive venue. Y'all done?
Yeah, everybody.
Y'all done puking in the corner?
Burp or throw up? I'm not sure.
Well, it tasted like air, so I think I just burped.
No, Weezer was really cool because right after the show, my girlfriend Heather, she was a trooper. She stayed with me for a good hour after the show.
Shout out to Heather.
Heather, what up, girl? Just so I could get my signatures, and I got all 4 of
I knew her. She wasn't that bad.
No, we got all 4 signatures of the Weezer bandmates on a 7-inch sleeve that I had, so that was really cool. Okay, number 3 was it was fairly recently. It was a Kid Cudi show that I saw.
Ooh, Kid Cudi, EC, East Cleveland.
He is amazing. It was like visually and one of the coolest shows I've ever seen. He had like TVs kind of like all over the stage, and he had 80s cartoons playing the entire show, which I thought I dug immediately.
Awesome. I
And
would
then
love that.
the music was really cool. Okay, number 2 was Run the Jewels.
Yeah, RTJ.
And I'm sorry, B. Hearn, it's not the show we saw
It's
together.
okay. I know it's the one you went to before.
It was the first time I saw them. It was right after their very first album came out, and it was amazing. We got there. It was at first off, it was a Cat's Cradle.
Yeah.
Tiny venue for them, right?
Okay.
This is before they blew up. And so what happened was they opened for themselves. Okay? Like LP came out and he did a solo set. And then what the fuck?
I don't know
What are y'all laughing at over there?
We're sharing a mic, so we got our own little thing going on over here.
The bromance is super strong.
I just happened to look at him.
I knew he was looking at me, and I'm like, is he looking at me?
We'll play this at your wedding. Don't worry.
Yes.
This is where it all started.
B. Hearn's so
Episode 3.
jealous.
No, but the show was
I'm
really
really
cool.
not.
LP came out, he did a solo set, and then Killer Mike came out and he did a solo set, and then they came out together, and then they played Run the Jewels stuff. It was amazing. It was tiny venue. We hung out with them after the show. I mean, like, I didn't get on the bus or anything, but
We
they
went back
really
to the hotel room.
No.
Heavy quotation, get on the bus.
Yeah. But no, they were really cool. They came out after the show. They were talking to all the fans that were still left there, which was me and my boy Jody. We were there. We got to talk to them. It was awesome. And then my number 1 best show was Warped Tour 2000. I went and saw Warped Tour 2000, and it was great. The lineup that year was amazing. It was so good. I went and saw them in Charlotte, and then I called in sick the next day and went to Norfolk, Virginia, and saw it again. You cannot imagine the type of bands that were there that year.
I can.
Well, no, I mean, listen to this lineup, okay? In 2000, Green Day, NoFX, Jurassic 5, fucking Suicide Machine.
Pop, power.
Yeah, Less Than Jake, the Donnas, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones were there. Unwritten Law was there.
My brother
AFI.
Skyler was there.
They were definitely not even born yet.
There it is.
AFI, Anti-Flag, Avail,
just heard
Flog
a
and
high
Molly,
five.
Hot Water Music, Newfound Glory, Safe Ferris, Distillers, Sum 41. They were all there.
Wow.
That's the
That's
kind
a
of
great
Warped
lineup.
Tour you want to see.
Why was Sum 41 the last on your list?
Because they were
'Cause
so
the kid-
tiny
the
and
kid had the
new
spiky
back
hair.
then.
The little blonde kid.
I like that one, man. I like
Yeah.
that shit. I like that band.
Those are my top 5. It was amazing.
That was that was very good.
Here we go.
That was very fucking good. All right, well,
Here we go.
Yeah. Buckle up, everybody.
this one's gonna be a
Jordan's up.
fucking doozy. So I've got my top 3 and an honorable mention.
Okay.
I have the same thing.
Of course you do. You guys are in a fucking relationship now.
Yeah,
They've already married. Robert actually
He's
married
so
them during the
jealous.
break.
Look at the jealousy and redness on B. Hearn's face
Can
right
we start
now.
filming this so there you can see like the non-jealousy on my face?
A lot of people want to see a lot of things we film together.
Whoa.
So anyway,
That's between you and Power Bottom over there. Keep
I'm
going.
good. I don't want to see that, Jet.
so my number 3 of all time, I just went to the show is BT Bam, The Deer Hunter, and Leprous at the Orange Peel.
The D Hunter?
The Deer Hunter.
Like the video game?
Yeah. No.
I think Saba said the D Hunter.
That's what I thought he said.
He was thinking of his nickname for his girlfriend.
Shots fired.
We're going to need a medvac team here, Stat.
It's all right. Everyone in Greensboro knows Courtney.
Burn unit.
They sure do.
And no, it's not the Deer Hunter as in the video game. It's the DEAR.
Obviously, yes. I understand. I can read your shirt.
Oh my God! Hercules! That was meant to sound like, oh my God, I am wearing that shirt.
Too late.
No sound edits for that.
That show was in old Asheville, North Carolina, at the Orange Peel. Shout out to Aville again.
Love Aville.
My number 2,
Just say
Be Her, and
Asheville.
I want to go see the show with you, bitch. You know exactly what's
Bitch.
fucking Thy Art Is Murder. With,
Yes.
with all those other bands I've named previously, and I can't remember them. And then, as a matter of fact, I didn't name them previously on the show, but I texted him and I was like, I know what we saw.
Yeah. And I still
But
didn't
I can't
care.
remember them now.
Yeah.
So
Decapitated was one of them.
Decapitated. And Ghost something.
Yeah, just think of something satanic, and that opened up for Die Artist
That's
Murder.
more than likely right.
Yeah.
Ghost
So,
balls.
I killed
and
parents.
the-
Oh yeah, that was definitely an opener.
The reason I love this show that we went to is because it was my first heavy metal show with you, where we actually got to like throw fucking
Rage.
like we
Rage.
I remember as soon as and the true face of Panic.
Yeah.
he said that shit. We turned around, looked each other in the soles of our eyeballs.
Let's do this.
And we, like, I crushed the beer can that I had full of beer, and I just started swinging it around my head. And I'm sure people looked at me like, why is this dude doing that? But there was a strobe light, so it was okay. And it looked really cool.
Yeah.
I guarantee you people were like, I wish I would have thought of that.
Yeah. And my PBR can for the same show, so when they played the purest strain of hate, we, same thing, looked at each other, had an expensive-ass PBR can, crushed it, and just started raging with everybody in front of us. It was fucking amazing.
He had a full can. He looked at it, looked at me, and he said, "This shit's empty." Yeet! He yeeted it across the. I still don't know what that word means, but I just tried to use it.
Say it again.
Yeet it?
Yeet.
Yeet?
Yeet.
Yeet.
You have to say it like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeet. Did I do it? Is that too much? Is that too much? Okay.
that was
The
good.
sound
That was
effect has to go with it.
Yeet. Bing. Hit
I'll
somebody.
do
in
a-
the-
do a
So my number
$1
one is last summer. How long ago was this? Be Heard two summers ago?
What, Deftones?
Nah, nigga.
That's all you had to say. Insert sound clip.
I don't even want to hear what the number one is.
Yeah.
Like, you're
no,
good.
Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco in Greensboro. How long ago was that, man?
It was.
like
It was
a year-
actually. It was a year ago.
It was a year
It was.
ago.
I think it was February or March of last year.
Exactly. So that was my favorite show of all time. I had the most fun. Okay, so a lot of people don't know this, but I plugged it earlier. I have an Instagram called Mixed Pool, and I just wear my Deadpool mask places and
Work.
or at the Panic at the Disco show. Or, underneath or on top of my girlfriend or boyfriend at the time. And
So you're like Green Man. You just bust it out when it's necessary.
Exactly. So I busted it out.
You getting Deadpool tonight, girl.
Right, that's why they call me Dirty Deadpool. But I busted it out at this concert, and people, like, I just remember, like, all these lights everywhere. And I put the Deadpool mask on, and then the show ended, and the lights went up. And we were in the Shiftman's box, which meant we had, like, our own box to ourselves. So we were just, like, moseying around and, like, dancing.
Where was this?
For the Greensboro Coliseum.
Okay.
So we had, like, this whole room to, like,
To get down.
I understand what a box is.
I wish y'all could have seen what I just did.
I like that so
was,
much.
No, that was like
So
bad.
long story extremely short. I looked around and I saw all these people and they were looking at me and I had my Deadpool mask on and they were literally their faces were exactly like B. Hearn's was at you when you said Post Malone.
Utter
were like-
disgust.
They were like, "What is this douchebag doing over here?" And I was just like, I don't know. Sorry. That was my favorite show. My honorable mention, which is gonna catch you all by surprise.
Ooh.
Aretha Franklin.
Close.
Lilith Fair.
Patty LaBelle.
In the fact that it's not at all close. Is Jason Mraz.
There is.
Yeah,
That's
man.
pretty close.
At the Verizon Wireless Amphitheater. I said this to you guys when we were getting shots.
I thought you were kidding.
No, I was not. Not even
I
a little
was
bit.
hoping you were kidding.
No.
I totally don't feel
this-
bad about one of these on my list right now.
Look, I'm telling you, man.
Thank you.
Best live performance, probably. Like, if I didn't have as good a time at this show. I didn't have a good a time at this show as I did at Panic, but probably the best live performance I've ever seen.
Okay.
Jason Mraz is exactly how he sounds on album. Vocal range, all that shit. It was one of the bitches' birth. Oh, excuse me.
Bitches.
One,
One of them bitches.
I only say that because I don't know her personally, but it was one of the girls, the opening act's birthday, and he like presented a cake with her.
Well, that is
One
fascinating.
of them
like,
bitches.
I just got so triggered by you saying fascinating.
I'm fascinated. I am fascinated. Tell me more.
Oh my god. So Saba, go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn.
Jason Mraz is amazing. Everyone, attention.
He
All right.
actually-
So,
he extended his neck to the mic
He wanted the range.
to say Jason Mraz is amazing.
Saba was trying to move the microphone, and I was like, I have one more thing.
all right. So I have 3 in an honorable mention. I'm actually going to start with my honorable mention just to let you know how strongly I feel about the other 3 that I have. My honorable mention is the Up in Smoke tour from 2000.
Oh, goddamn.
I went. We're taking pictures right now.
Up in smoke.
Up Smoke Tour.
The Up in Smoke tour in 2000. I went and saw that in Cleveland. Obviously, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, West Side Connection. Everybody was there.
Dub C.
It was Dub C walked. I mean, it was Snoop was there. Nate Dogg, R.I.P. was there. It was unbelievable. So that's my honorable mention. So that lets you know how strongly I feel about the rest of this list. I'd like to take the opportunity to shout out another one of our sponsors, Bull's Tavern, located in downtown Winston-Salem. They have 24 taps, classic cocktail lists, and great bourbon selections. Live music, 4 nights a week, and Sunday Fun Day home spot with Bloody Mary and Mimosa Bar. Guys, check out Bull's Tavern in Winston. Number 3, again, the legendary Roots crew from Philly. I've been to see them 5 or 6 times. Greensboro, Charlotte, Raleigh, Myrtle Beach. The best show I ever saw was at the Fillmore, believe it or not.
Love that
got
place.
brought
I
up
definitely
early.
believe it.
In Charlotte. It was a tour that was highlighting the release of Rising Down in 2008. I don't know. Anybody who's seen the Roots knows that every Roots show is a unique experience.
True.
My boy Bogart, who I've been to see every show with, he kind of got me on the Roots back in the early 2000s. But every show's a unique experience. You got Captain Kirk, you got Kamal, you got Frank Knuckles. This show, this specific show at the Fillmore was the last show for the bassist Leonard Hub Hubbard. So it was special. And then obviously at every Roots show, you got one constant, and you got Black Thought. He is verbally agile. He is just the most unbelievable MC, and he spits hot fire.
Can I say something?
I
He's in my
spit
top
hot
3.
fire.
You know what I mean? He's in my
He's
top.
in my top
You know what I mean? I mean, Black Thought is just as good as it gets. So next. No, we're taking pictures behind my thing here. We're doing videos and the whole nine.
Not to take away from you, homie. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So my next one, number 2 here is I was a young buck in the summer of 1997.
You're still a young buck.
I'm not as young as I used to
You're
be.
a
Playboy.
young stag now.
Stag. Wu-Tang with
He knows what that means.
hold on. Summer of 1997. Wu-Tang with Rage Against the Machine.
Oh my god.
It was
I can't
hot
imagine.
as fuck. It was packed. It was at the Blossom Amphitheater, which is outside in Cleveland, Ohio. Rage broke up shortly after, so you could kind of tell during the show that they were having problems, but they were good. They were still good. Their energy was over the top. I mean, they did all the hits. It was a great show. Wu-Tang was late, believe it or not.
No. Get out of
You know, ODB didn't even show up. But
What an ass. Oh, wait,
what I wanna tell
wait,
you
he was
is
dead.
that-
What a bastard.
he was a bastard.
Okay.
But
like-
you
see,
know,
that's what you
they
do.
only were on for like 45 minutes, but did all the hits from Enter 36 Chambers, from you know, Wu-Tang Forever, and they did some solo stuff with Meth, Jizza, Ghostface, and Raekwon. It's number 2 on my list, man. It was so memorable. I think, you know, we're talking, you know, 20 years later. You know, I think it's one of those situations where it's like, you know, I caught a fish this big, right? I think, you know, the romanticism of actually being at that show kind of outdoes actually what it really was. But that was awesome. And then number 1, if anybody knows me, they know who my favorite is. And
LeBron James.
And that, well, my favorite artist.
Put out an album?
And that's Prince. That's Prince Rogers Nelson.
Yeah.
I went to the Musicology
peace.
Live 2000 Forever tour in April 2004 at Gondarina in Cleveland. He did all the hits,
All of them.
mixed with a couple off the new album. Let's Go Crazy, I Would Die for You, Baby I'm a Star, Kiss, Controversy, Little Red Corvette. He did an a cappella version of Nothing Compares to You that to this day.
Gives you daytime.
It gives me goosebumps. It gives me goosebumps talking about it now.
during the day?
And he closed the show with Purple Rain in a similar version that he did at the halftime show in Miami a couple years back. You know, pulled out the Prince cymbal guitar, the Purple Prince cymbal guitar, and just absolutely rocked it out. And it's the best. It's the best show I've ever been to in my life. And I love Prince.
Like it.
Oh, yeah.
Like it.
Matthew?
Agreed.
Let's go, Matt.
Man, I like that. All right, so what did you say? Jason Mraz?
Jason Mraz.
That was an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Oh, honorable mention. But he said those words.
I did.
He said,
Out loud.
and he stretched his neck.
He did.
You gotta
Attention,
remember
go
that.
see Jason Mraz.
Oh, see how close he was?
Jason Mraz, we love you.
Okay, I'll start with my honorable mentions. Deftones.
Mentions.
Nice.
Was there an S at the end of that?
Yeah, I got a shit ton. I didn't go by the 5.
My man. No, you're good, man.
I don't
You're
fuck
good.
with that.
Yeah.
Hey, I do what I want. I died.
You're talking to Logan Stark over here. He do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Now you can't leave.
Oh, we're gonna put
Okay,
that
so Deftones, Most Def,
Oh.
with J Electronica opening for
That's
him.
good.
Nice.
Wow.
Wait, that was one concert?
Yes.
That was one concert.
Shut the fuck up.
That was one concert.
He will not shut the fuck up.
And J Electronica opened for him and was straight up like talking to the crowd and say, "I'm going to freestyle now. Hand me shit, and I will put it in my freestyle."
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Hand me, like,
Things.
not literally
Yeah.
shit.
Like,
So,
let's make
Hold
a
up a
deal,
pack of
but hip-hop
cigarettes,
version.
give me a
Right.
beer, whatever.
Don't hand me a turn.
You
Say
can
something
kind of
out
plan for
loud.
that, right? There's only so many. Like, nobody's gonna
bet that
hand him.
This isn't let's make a deal.
I bet that was so fucking awesome.
All
though.
right, never mind.
It was awesome. I'm sorry.
I bet that was so
You're good.
Honorable mention. See?
I still bet that was
All right, so then I got Red Hot Chili Peppers, Papa Roach,
Ooh.
Roots. I saw Roots at the DNC, actually.
So good, right?
Alan Stone opened for him. Do you know Alan Stone?
So when I've been to several shows, I do not know Alan Stone, but a lot of the shows that I've been to, like Cody Chestnut opened,
Ah, love
and,
Cody Chestnut.
like Gary Clark opened for him. Yeah, so they keep the same kind of acts. So I know probably where he's at.
Okay. What is it? I saw. I just have to say it vocally. I saw James Taylor
Wow.
sing "Fire and Rain."
I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
in the rain.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's
Like, while he was on
Impressive.
fire?
Yes.
That's still impressive, even minus the fire.
All right. So let's do this top.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go
can
ahead.
go wherever.
Or whatever.
Go ahead.
Okay. At the
however
bottom
you want.
there is my most recent, I think, Hall & Oates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Hall
a
and
rich
Oates.
girl.
Yep.
I like the latter.
Everybody knows them, and don't you fucking front on Hall and Oates.
Everybody likes Hall and Oates.
Everybody loves
and they
Hall and
got hits. They took a intermission and then did a what is that called? The encore.
Encore.
Yeah.
And then did another encore.
No, nice.
Love that.
They were on Howard Stern last year, and they were on for like 2 hours, and they did a lot of their songs. Those motherfuckers, you're right. They got hits.
Yeah, they
Bangers.
No,
Bangers.
I was in Chicago one year, and I didn't have tickets to see them per se, but I was at the Navy Pier, and I just was standing outside of the venue and could totally hear all the the music going on, and I had a great time listening to the Hall and Oates hits for free.
Can I talk about how Hall and Oates just got love? But this kid said Jason Mraz.
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same.
It's really not. No, I even admit.
Hall and Oates are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is in Cleveland, Ohio.
Get the fuck out of town.
No sound.
Jason Mraz is not.
Wait a couple more years. He's like 27.
A couple more years.
He's like 27 years old, man. That fucking
30
guy.
more fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 30, and look where I'm at.
Not the rock and roll.
I'm doing a podcast with you bastards. This guy's.
Did you say broadcast?
Wait, like that could either mean two different things.
I know.
I
Hey,
said.
let's keep the female listeners happy before whatever comes out of your
Yeah,
mouth next.
stop. back to Matt.
Okay. Red
Thank
Man
you,
and Method
Seba.
Man.
Yes.
Red Man and Method Man. The energy at that show. I mean, I've seen them like 3 or 4 times
Yep.
together.
Yep.
I've seen Red by himself. I've seen Meth
Yep.
with Woo. But when Red and Meth put on a show, the energy is incredible.
It's insane.
You cannot stand still.
Nope. It's
You
like a
can't
rock
stand
concert, but it's not. And that's what's fantastic
It's
about
amazing.
it. Yep.
It's
That
amazing.
fucking list, I'm reading it right now. Get to it, man. God damn, that's a.
He's got a
I wish
monster-ass
that
list.
was my list.
No shit.
So
Are you not
okay.
done yet? Jesus Christ.
No, he hasn't even gotten
want me to wrap it
fucking
up?
started. No.
Rapid fire,
Do it.
bitch. I was
I
talking.
can't.
I was talking to him. I don't know you like that to call you a bitch.
I'll fuck you up. Now you can't.
Now you can't.
I'm going to get you that sample, Robert, I promise.
So
You're
for
gonna play
everybody that doesn't know, that's from A Bronx Tale.
Which is my favorite movie.
It's a
now you
fantastic
know
movie.
a character trait about me.
We gotta do a movies episode.
We haven't done one of
We
those.
should do movies.
It's coming. Down the line. Let me continue. I saw Lincoln Park with Chris Cornell open for them.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
Jesus, man.
That was outside. Busta Rhymes was supposed to be there. He didn't
Rappers.
make it.
Bus a bus.
What?
Yeah.
He didn't make it.
Yep.
Was
Which
that
I
when
was,
he was
at
that when
the
he was
time,
hot?
I was
Yeah.
pretty upset. Like,
Yeah. Oh, no, I
Wait
would
a
have been
minute.
pissed.
Was that when he was hot? Because you could probably get Busta Rhymes right now for about $1,500.
No bullshit. He just did a track with Eminem. You can't get him ever.
Okay.
Is that that's a scale?
That's the scale.
it is
He
a
just
scale.
did a track with Eminem.
Or did Eminem do a track with him?
Ooh.
No,
Expose you.
no, it's not.
Mind blown.
All right, yo, rapid fire.
All right. I saw the Jizza do Liquid Swords
Damn.
front to back live with a band called Brownout, and this band was amazing. Like all brass and shit. It was.
Good.
All right,
Nice.
I'm gonna
Nice.
keep going.
Oh,
The
you're good.
Wailers at House of Blues, Myrtle Beach, and Prince. I saw Prince.
Damn it.
Oh, you
that
lucky
show.
And you-
motherfucker.
The
and you-
musicology show.
You saw the same one?
Yes.
So good, right?
Oh, it's amazing. He did Purple Rain for like 9 minutes.
Yes, he did. He ended the show with Purple Rain. It was. Man,
Like I'm not saying I cried.
I want to cry thinking of it.
Let's get on Puerto Rican Poppy. I know you got some good shows. Go ahead.
I got a
Not
couple.
to belittle you, but hurry the fuck up.
No, we're good. We're running short on time for once, so no, it's all right. Well, one of them I already covered, so you can't forget your first love or your first concert. So Smoking Grooves Tour is in my top 5, and mine is not in any particular order. These are just some of my favorite shows I went to. Matt and I went to the Raekwon Purple Tape tour with Ghostface a couple years ago. Fantastic. And not just them doing the album, but they also went back and did a lot of Enter the 36 Chamber shit, which was, I think that's when we had the most fun in the show,
We
to be honest
sang
with you.
the entire time.
Yes.
Yeah, I did not stop jumping
We
up and
rapped
down.
the
At one
entire
point, I think I spilled beer to a couple of people in front of me, and they didn't like that.
And they didn't care.
Yeah.
It was like, I gave. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, we drank a lot. It happens. It happens. Another one Jordan mentioned already, Thy Artist Murder at not Cat's Cradle, Blind Tiger was probably one of the best metal shows I've been to.
Throwing bows, bitch.
Yeah, and I mean, I was just hanging out, enjoying myself.
you weren't.
I mean,
No,
no,
you
we were
weren't.
raging, but I wasn't the kid in the middle doing the roundhouse kicks raging. Those kids I like to watch.
No, you were on the edge. You were
I
on
was
the edge of the circle, like
Yes.
subtly pushing
Yes,
people
I will
to
push
be the
you,
kid in the middle.
But I'm not going to be the kid in the middle, though, because I don't want to get roundhouse in the face unless it's like a fucking Roadhouse Part 2 comes out. That's about it. That's
Roadhouse.
The only acceptable roundhouse to the face.
Exactly. Taking Back Sunday, actually, surprisingly, maybe some of you, their first album when they came out, saw them at Cat's Cradle, and it was amazing. I actually refuse to see them live unless they come back and do only a tour for Tell All Your Friends. That, to me, is one of my top 5 albums of all time, and that was a fantastic tour. Hard Knock Life Tour, when it came to Greensboro, Method Man and Redman openers, just like Matt, we've seen them a bunch of times. The energy, even at a gigantic coliseum, let alone a small venue, they still bring it no matter what. Now that I think about it, I actually saw them open up. I'm ashamed to say this, but this tour actually wasn't bad.
Don't be ashamed.
It was Method Man and Redman.
Jason Mraz.
Jason Mraz as a kid. It was Method Man and Redman as the openers.
Ed
System
Sheeran
of a
was there.
Down after the first album, but the headliner was Limp Bizkit.
Yes, it motherfucking was.
Yes.
Yep, and I tell you what, it was
Didn't we
a
talk about this?
phenomenal
Didn't we talk about
show. I think we did.
Fucking Limp Bizkit.
They were big at that time.
Hey,
but I tell you
look,
what,
fuck
Method Man and
everyone who
Redman-
says Limp Bizkit and great. They're fucking great. For the
What?
3
Especially
albums they had.
The first 2 albums were fantastic.
What?
I will say that.
I'm not
especially
listen,
at the time.
Significant
At the
Other
time.
and Chocolate Covered Starfish.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
No?
I am fascinated.
Oh, I'm very fascinated.
Just sit down in your orange seat there, buddy.
So to wrap up Hard Knock Life Tour, not only was Method Man and Redman the opener,
I have an orange
DMX came on second, and then it finished off with Jay-Z, and then they did a whole thing afterwards. DMX and Jay-Z did Money Cash Hoes on stage.
Yeah, they
it was
did.
amazing. Honorable mention, believe it or not, I'm a big fan of oldies and just crooners. I had the pleasure of seeing Tony Bennett 3 years ago.
Nice.
It was fucking awesome. Not even going to bullshit. It's the closest. I'm a big Sinatra fan. That's the closest I'm ever going to come to seeing anybody like Sinatra, and it was a fantastic
90
show.
plus and still killing it.
Yep.
Want to take the opportunity to shout out one of our sponsors, Jeff Beal, who specializes in consulting, design, and project management of any project, specializing in automation systems. For Jeff, guys, no job is too big or too small. Find Jeff on Instagram at GEOFF_pronounced_JEFF.
Last notes.
Thank you guys for
No
listening. We are Brian, Matt, Saba, Jordan, and
J-Dog.
And that's a wrap.
Just use that.
You just NPR the shit out of that.
There you go.